views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello, hermanos, hermanas. Welcome to another episode of Meetings of the Minds in partnership with BronxNet. Each episode is designed to highlight the work of our members and partners, as well as to understand the resources that they have to help our communities. Very important. Very important to note that part of these segments are geared so that you understand very clearly who supports you so that you can support them. The New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is a membership organization. So if you're not yet a member, it's super easy. Just go to www.hispanicchamber.nyc, www.hispanicchamber.nyc. Engage and follow us on LinkedIn, New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, all spelled out on LinkedIn. Engage with us. The New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is continuing its segments of the new faces of Latino entrepreneurs, the ones on a come up, the ones on the current grind. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a creative genius, entrepreneur, and co-founder of the Bronx native, Amaurys Grullon. Amaurys, hermano, how are you and how's the family?
First of all, thank you for having me here. An amazing time, amazing beginning of the year. The family is good. Thank God they're healthy. They're striving, working. I am well, starting the year off strong, on the grind, focus, and ultimately succeeding,
No other way. And I love the I'm a fan of that. And I couldn't come on this show and interview you without my, without coming right, without
you look drippy.
Right?
No, you look fresh. I love the hat, love the jacket. You already know, we got to represent, you represented. We both represented.
You got it. Thank you. Listen, who is the Bronx native? Tell us about who you are.
So the Bronx native, I'm the co-founder. I am the owner of this brand, of this movement. Bronx native is generally a platform, you know what I mean? For the most part, ultimately is a platform, is as multi-layered brand, right? That has a mission, and that mission is to highlight, to showcase, to embrace all the things that the Bronx has to offer. For me, growing up, I was born and raised here in the South Bronx, along with Hunts Point to be exact. And my whole life, I heard negative things. You already know the vibes. HP, Hunts Point in the building. So, my whole life, I heard negative things from people in the Bronx, people outside of the Bronx. This misperspective, understanding of who we are. And who we are. We're beautiful individuals, right? We are outstanding people who are ambitious, who work hard, who make it happen, who run the world. You know what I mean? When we talk about Black and Brown, when we're talking about Hispanics, when we're talking about our people, the Bronx, what we stand for is a lot there, So we made it our mission to showcase the Bronx accordingly, right? To have real representation, to have equity in these fields that we've already created, but throughout time kind of just slipped our way, right? Bronx Native was created as just that, right? A platform to do that. We started with merchandise, right? Like the hat you have on, like the hoodie, like the, for me, the Bronx is the most beautiful place on earth. And I knew I needed to create something to represent my people, the Bronx, and just what we're about the right way. And we're doing it through many different layers and many different ways. And it's a beautiful journey, only the beginning.
Yeah, let's think to a little bit about the Bronx community. We understand that you have your roots here, and still, even being from the Bronx, you could have chosen to have your shop in any other borough or even state, but you chose to stay here with your community. With your community, we saw a lot of you even come out more during COVID. Can you talk to us about how you help the community?
Yeah. So, Bronx Native is definitely a community-based brand by the community for the community. It from the beginning, it was a passion project. It was like, how do we create something for us, by us? You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we continue to do during the pandemic. We definitely, it was a tough time because we were pushed to the edge. We were hit through so many different levels, financially, mentally, physically, so many things going on. But we kept our heads up, we kept working and kept doing our thing. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in that the journey is the reward, and that you could be going through anything, any struggles, but ultimately as an entrepreneur, you got to embrace the struggle. You got to embrace the journey. You got to embrace those hurdles, because those moments are the moments that make who you really are, right? We did a GoFundMe called Save the Bronx Native Shop.
Right.
We're
I
about
remember that. I'm
yeah.
glad. I'm sorry. I remember that. I'm glad that you're touching on
Yeah.
that, and you're gonna tell the story. But I love how so many people saw who you were and came out. I'm not gonna tell the story. You tell the story.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you were there, part of that journey and part of that story. We, again, we were pushed to the edge. We didn't know what to do. Last resort, let's create a GoFundMe so we could save our flagship store right here on 127 Lincoln Avenue, Mott Haven. And the amount of love was overwhelming. We have not only people from the Bronx supporting us, buying online, donating to the GoFundMe, but also the whole world. We have people from France, from Asia. We have people from all over the United States, just, supporting the movement, supporting the cause, and making sure that our shop stays alive, because, the shop and the brand has become sort of a pillar here in the community, a multi-purpose space, a multi-purpose platform for not only merchandise, but for events, for people to be able to express themselves, a cultural hub for people to be able to network, connect, break bread, and just ultimately grow, build, and, succeed. And we saw,
Exemplify. Yeah, you
yeah,
exemplify all who you are, all
yes.
that you are. Just like hip hop, you've been able to take this, the Bronx Native Shop globally. You have garnished the partnerships of MasterCard, of Netflix, Red Bull, the New York Marathon. You were even in Bryant Park. How is all this happening?
Yeah, for me, it's a big blessing, hashtag blessed, and the fact that I get to do something that I love. I got to create social change. I also got to create as a creative, as an artist, and make sure these things come into fruition is a beautiful thing. A lot of our success is because of our engagement on social media platforms, right? Our ability to be open for partnerships, our ability to really have a hone of what is going on in our culture, in our communities, right? We really have our ears, our eyes to the streets. We know what's going on creatively, artistically, in all these type of fields. And it's a beautiful thing, when you are tapped into your community, and any partnerships, any things that come about that want to come to the Bronx, they come to us, they reach out to us, because we have all of these things, in the front of the Bronx Native Shop, it says apparel, art, culture, community, and those four things are four things that we hold dear, and that we're continually working towards it. And blessings upon blessings, the fact that to be able to represent the Bronx accordingly and create these partnerships and make it happen, so we could all win, we could all move up and make it happen.
Absolutely. Listen, you are the new faces of Latino entrepreneurs. You're doing exactly what you need to do by honoring your authenticity. What's next in terms of the Bronx Native conquering the world, and how can we help?
Yes, yes. So yes, the Bronx, Bronx Native has a lot of things coming up. Number one, our shop is open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 7 on 127 Lincoln Avenue here in the Boogie Down Bronx. Right now, I'm at Tag Up Studios, which is the music platform that we recently started. We are working with up and coming talent, artists, performers here. So definitely check out Bronx Native, check out Tag Up Music. We have a series coming out about the entrepreneurial journey, right? The series will come out through our social media platforms. So follow us at the Bronx Native on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, and everything. Online, you could also cop merch, bronxnativeshop.com. You already know you like the hat, you like Sulma's hat, head to bronxnativeshop.com and cop it. And yeah, we have a lot of cool things coming up. We have things concerning financial literacy. We have a project about cryptocurrency and NFTs that is going to showcase the diversity here in the Bronx. We have a documentary that recently came out called Change the Narrative, which is part of our initiative to change the narrative, to take ownership of our future and to create equity in all these fields that we want to, and much, much more. Follow the grind, the hustle, the journey, and we're here. We're going to make it happen.
And we're here to support you for sure. Any words of advice for the new faces of entrepreneurs or young kids out there?
Yes, yes. I want to tell everybody out there, we're going through a difficult time, right? It's been a crazy long 2 years. And now the beginning of the year, it's looking a little washy-washy. A lot of things are happening. I want everybody to keep their heads up, right? I want you guys to keep your eyes open and to not lose hope, right? Keep working, blood, sweat, and tears, whatever you're passionate, whatever you love, keep making it happen, right? There's always a light in the end of the tunnel. The journey is the reward. Embrace the struggle. And we're going to the moon in 2022. You already know the vibes. Yeah.
I love it. You heard it here first. From the Bronx to the moon, all the way for 2022 and beyond. Amaurys, I'm so grateful that you were able to spend some time with us here at Meetings of the Minds. For more information about the New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and if you're not yet a member, please visit us at www.hispanichamberofcommerce.nyc. Engage and talk to us on LinkedIn, New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, all spelled out. And remember to support those who support you, such as the Bronx Native. Thanks again, Amaurys. Really
Thank you.